Muhammad Ali was, the story goes, the greatest boxer of all time. But that's not why he'll be remembered as the greatest. Yeah, he was incredibly fast in the ring.
Not a heavyweight in the world fast enough to stop me.
He was so powerful, his biggest fights usually didn't go to 16 rounds. Ali's greatness is all about the other punches he threw.
I shook up the world! I shook up the world! I shook up the world!
He always made boxing about something much bigger than himself.
I'm gonna fight for the prestige, not for me, but to uplift my little brothers who are sleeping in concrete floors today in America.
For example, listen to the story about after he won the gold medal in the 1960 Olympics.
I took my gold medal, thought I'd invented something. I said, man, I know I'm going to get my people freedom there. I'm the champion of the whole world, Olympic champion. I know I can eat downtown now. And I went downtown that day, had my big old medal on, and went to restaurants. At that time, black things weren't integrated. The black folks couldn't eat downtown. And I went downtown, I sat down, and I said, a cup of coffee, hot dog. The lady said, we don't serve Negroes. I was so mad. I said, I don't eat them either. Just give me a couple of hot dogs.
So it might not be a surprise that an early mentor of his was Malcolm X, then of the very controversial Nation of Islam.
Have you been advising him as far as his religious affiliations are concerned?
Well, no, I don't give advice to anyone.
Most people know that he changed his name based on his religious beliefs. But while most accounts say Cassius changed his name to Muhammad Ali, that's not the whole story. The morning after Cassius became heavyweight champ, he confirmed publicly that he was a member of the Nation of Islam. And he and Malcolm X announced his new name.
He said he was Cassius X.
Then Clay was a white man's name. It was a slave name.
Days later, Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam, went further,
bestowing upon Cassius X an original name,
Muhammad Ali, which meant beloved of God.
So now, Muhammad Ali.
But he refused to change his name legally.
Who would have the face? The judge is what color?
I don't know.
He's white. So in other words, I'd have to ask a white man, may I call myself Muhammad Ali, boss?
He refused the draft to serve in Vietnam as a conscientious objector. That meant losing his title, losing his profession, and being convicted in a court.
My conscience won't let me go shoot my brother or some darker people or some poor, hungry people in the mud for big, powerful America and shoot them for what? They never called me nigger. They never lynched me. They never put no dogs on me. They never robbed me of my nationality, raped and killed my mother and father. What, I'm going to shoot them for what? I gotta go shoot them. Just take me to jail.
But his moral stand brought him into the civil rights movement. He befriended Martin Luther King Jr. despite their religious differences.
What did you discuss back in the hotel room?
Nothing, just friends, just like Khrushchev and Kennedy.
United against oppression and the war.
As Muhammad Ali has just said, we are all victims of the same system of oppression. And even though we may have different religious beliefs, this does not at all bring about a difference in terms of our concern.
Still brother.
Do you share the same concern that Muhammad has for his draft status?
Oh, I certainly do. My views on the draft are very clear. I'm against it.
And he took his case of conscientious objection to the Supreme Court.
I haven't burned my own draft record. But what I'm doing is legal. This is why I believe I'll receive justice in the higher courts. You can deny the draft on any grounds, but you'll have to go to court. It's law. If you lose, you go to jail, which I said I do. My fight is legal.
Most people who objected to the Vietnam War avoided the draft however they could, burning their draft cards or using a complicated series of deferments like future President Bill Clinton did.
But if you notice, I'm been the most persecuted. I'm not allowed to work in America. I'm not allowed to leave America. Home of the brave, land of the free.
So are there times when you miss being heavyweight champ of the world?
No, they miss me.
I know that.
I don't miss it. I'm not missing it.
He won that case, and when he returned to boxing, he didn't stop shaking things up.
Viet Cong are not all bad, but America's still dropping bombs. In Hiroshima, Japan wasn't bad, but she still dropped the bomb. In Korea, they wasn't bad, but they still dropped the bomb. So now I'm going to forget the 400 years of lynching and killing and raping and depriving our people of freedom, justice, equality, the first time, last time, the lowest of low, last respected. And I'm going to look at 2 or 3 white people who are trying to do right and don't see the other million trying to kill me.
He used these media appearances over and over to try to promote living a moral life.
As you know, in this country, a black athlete or entertainer has a lot of influence. Some of them promote whiskey, some of them make movies, I'd like to do all I can to uplift the people morally and spiritually, and as far as loving self and sticking together and helping self before expecting others to help them and respect them when they don't respect themselves.
Well, having known you as long as I do, I don't know anybody else who's better qualified to do that than you, and I know you mean it.
After he retired, he even saved a man from jumping to his death in 1981.
The former heavyweight champion went to a window and reportedly yelled, "I'm your brother. I want to help you." Recognizing Ali, the man finally opened the fire escape door, and Ali approached him on the ledge.
He helped negotiate the release of 14 hostages